Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off.
The Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So USC's offense will start this game off. So much history and pageantry in this rivalry, guys, but the trophy, the jeweled shillelagh, is a little bit under the radar.
It is. It's beautiful to look at, but I think people are always just focused on these two blue blood programs. Notre Dame, USC. This is interconference, national championship, and Heisman implications seemingly always on the line late in the year when these two teams play.
Always so cool, coast to coast. Something matters, something on the line. You're right, this game is always fun to watch. The jeweled shillelagh.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother, Billy, played for Notre Dame. I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. And the Trojans are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Wants to pass it. And the pass is intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
The give to the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. This game known for thrilling finishes over the years, and the Fighting Irish pulled out a close one last season.
The Irish last year making a big statement, beating USC. What if you did it twice, man? Like winning the Jules Shillelagh twice, swinging your big hammer, swinging your big sword, beating the mighty USC 2 years in a row.
It means a lot to Notre Dame because we know they've got to recruit nationally, right? It's not all just coming from the state of Indiana, and California is a state that they want to tap into. And if they can win this game 2 years in a row, wow, that helps out their recruiting big time.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw on second down. Back open in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Such a great job on the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DB.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Leaves it with the back. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
They'll keep it on the ground. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And look, defenses obviously have to play man coverage in different situations of the game, but you got to wonder if this defense wants to keep playing man after giving up that big play.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Knute Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot, and obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans, and you're right. We could go on and on and on, and it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry classic.
And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a win.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They'll run it from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And he'll be stopped behind the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Makes the pass. It's caught downfield.
It is so difficult to play man coverage nowadays with all the space and spread and speed on the field. One false step, and they make you pay just like they did right there.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Looking for a huge play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Here come the Irish back on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Makes a connection. The offense will quickly use a timeout. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Getting some heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snap.
Looking for the end zone. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There's certainly room for improvement after that scoreless first-half stalemate.
Yeah, we've set offense back 30 years in that first half, but we've got a whole new half to play here. So why not come out on this first drive, make a statement, and finally get us back into the age of contemporary college football?
You sound very discouraged as I sound encouraged. That's great defense. Phenomenal defense in the first half. Who doesn't love a 0-0 halftime game?
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Powers through the defender. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to get it through the air. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Running it back, it's Foster. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
They'll try the run. Shakes off the defender.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Takes a shot. Defense was not fooled for a second, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field.
Number 11, on to punt it away.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here come the Irish back on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Handoff from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast. Get to the back. Get him on the ground quick.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun. Wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Irish send out the punt unit. Running it back, it's Foster. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Now on second down.
That's the end of the
3 periods in the books, and it would be an understatement to say defense has carried the day. 0-0 as we take a look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They're looking for an advantage to the right. At midfield, he's got room. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo, fast, and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They think there's room to run to the right here. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Looking downfield. Got his man.
When I have all that speed on the field, I got to find a favorable matchup. They're all across the board. Which guy do I know can win? Man-to-man coverage, you can see that guy can win on that play.
Running back searching for a hole. Hole down after a pickup of 5. A statement run in the red zone to the 13.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense running with the ball.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And the Trojans get the first down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
And finally, we get something on the board, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. If we need to go for it on fourth down, this offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big run right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's got him, and they convert. And he's running in the open. The 10. Touchdown, Irish! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. Well, after back-to-back